Well, a win is a win is a win. Wasn't as pretty as we'd like it to be. I can guarantee you that. Julie, thank you. You helped us get that win today. Appreciate it. First of all, just happy for our seniors, what they did out there today. I thought, a lot of our seniors played maybe the best game they had played. From John Morgan, was just across the board. So I'm happy for our seniors. Senior day, our guys found a way to win. We did it the hard way. There was a lot of positive plays out there today. Two field goals over 47 yards, a 51 and 47 yarder. I thought that 2-minute drive before the half was a big drive, big time throw by Keaton to Jared in the end zone. The sudden change stopped by after 2 interceptions. Two sudden change defenses. Defensive stops were big time. I mean, they were big time. You're talking about. Let me see what I got here. I don't have the yards here. Plus 42 one time. But great job there. One was a 4th down stop. Scoop and score by Brandon Hill was big time. Get another with 3:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Another 4th down stop by our defense, which was big time. And then obviously, came down to the two-point play. And a great play by our defense there. The third, the touchdown pass on 4th down, we're probably in the perfect coverage, and tailback slipped out of the backfield. Linebacker didn't get it, didn't see it. We obviously didn't practice that enough with him slipping out. He added himself in and we turned the guy loose, which shouldn't have even got to the 2-point play. We did some uncharacteristic things on defense as far as just we had a bust and covered one time, on a big pass in the 3rd quarter, I think it was, or beginning of the 4th, and just some communication things that just can't happen. So we gave them some stuff, but with as much as we gave them, we were able to come out with a W and kind of open it up for questions.
Have you seen a reverse pass before?
They like trick plays down there. I can't tell you saw the exact one, but it's a great play by our defense, and they like the reverses and flea flickers. So we didn't call it out before the snap, I can tell you that. But great play by our defense.
Was Israel Vandekanda available on that last drive?
He was not, but he would have been in there if he was. I can promise you that.
Pat, talking about all the big plays your defense made, 2 interceptions thrown by Keaton there in the 3rd quarter, and Duke gets no points off of either of them. Can you just talk about how important that was as far as momentum goes and just
big
forward?
Big, again, we focus on sudden changes all the time, and that's just our defense is playing at a high level. We made some stupid mistakes out there, which drive me nuts. I mean, but overall, with what we're dealing with out there, I think we were on the field for 35 minutes or 34 minutes, something like that. Defense did a good job. They won a time possession today, which hasn't happened much this year. But our defense stepped up, made some good plays. And we stopped the run. The quarterback didn't run the ball like the leading rusher did go. So we were able to stifle him as well.
Pat, it's the 2nd straight year where you've had 5 defensive touchdowns. What allows for that? How do you account for those?
I just say my prayers, night before the game, during the game, whatever it may be, and thank the guy up there. But our defense, goes out and makes some plays, and that was a big play by Brandon. Excited for him. It was good to see another touchdown on defense.
Pat, what do you guys have to fix with the punt game? You've got multiple penalties, the drop snap there, it just continues to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, you tell me. I'm gonna ask you guys on Monday. Maybe you guys can help me out because I've tried. We rotated through 3 punters, and really felt like Joke was the guy. Sam came in and had 2 good sky punts in there, it just can't happen. Again, our defense stepped up and finished the game, but we tried to give it to them today. That's for sure.
Pat, you've won 3 straight games. Does it feel like you're carrying momentum heading into the season finale?
You know what? You could say that. I'll go home and watch this videotape and make myself sick. It's one of those where you just go, we gave them too much today, and we got momentum, I guess, right? And we got a chance to go down to Miami and play some ball next Saturday at 8 p.m.
Pat, is it a testament to growth if you can make as many mistakes as you guys did and still win the game?
No doubt about it. I mean, we got a good football team, as we said, and we just can't make the mistakes we made today. Special teams especially. They made a couple, big plays. Those 2 interceptions. The second one was probably the first one was better than the second one as far as just the defense. The corner came off of the vertical route, and you didn't see it. And it's hard to see that one. The one he threw back across, you didn't see that guy coming in. It was going to scramble out of the box. Just got to be smart with football.
Pat, you guys have talked about the importance of winning in November, and it looks like you guys are finding a way to win these games, where in situations in October, you know, things didn't pan out. Is that just a sign of growth of this team, or is it a sign of just things kind of falling your way, or a little bit of both?
Well, if, you know, fell our way, maybe didn't fall our way earlier, an inch here and an inch there, so, we were close to winning those other 3 ACC games. It's a shame we didn't, but, you can call it growth, you can call it whatever you want to. We still got a ways to go, we still want to get better.
Was Haba available at all today?
Haba was not available today. I'm hoping for next week, but Haba was not available. I mean, you guys saw him get banged up a week ago, so we'll just keep an eye on him. We'll keep him healthy. He was not available, unfortunately.
You thought much about 60 wins and being tied for number 2 all the time here?
You love that question, don't you? Manager.
First time.
I haven't really thought about it. You know, it's an honor. You know, and again, it's not me. It's our football team. It's our coaching staff. It's everybody, and there's been some great coaches come through this university, and it's a great win. And it's a great team win, and we do it all together.
And you mentioned it in your open, but the significance of those 2 Sauls field goals and how he's performed for you this year.
I mean, he's done an outstanding job. Those are 2 long ones, and that 51 was into the wind as well. He drove that thing. They had a returner back there. I started getting nervous, but he drove that thing through the uprights, and we got a lot of confidence in him right now. He's got a lot of confidence in himself.
Pat, what did you see struggle with Eric today, especially on all those deep passes? It seemed like he was responsible for 2 and then almost for a third.
Yeah, maybe senior day, I don't know. Who knows? I mean, sometimes that happens, and they got him on a kind of a stutter go on the one, and could have had a couple picks really. But maybe he didn't play his best game. But I tell you what, that hands team was a big play, and he snatched that ball in the game.
On the flip side, Brandon Hill had 2 quick breakups on deep passes and returned the touchdown. What can you say about his day?
Brandon, he hadn't had a whole lot of opportunities at times, and they started going some formation in the boundary and trying to attack him. He did a nice job with it. Brandon had a great game.
Coach, you spoke about the clutch field goals by Sauls. What's your thoughts on Slovis when he was able to find Wayne for that touchdown right before the half?
That was a big time drive. That was a great 2-minute, at the half. Again, that ball came out quick, and he was decisive with it and aggressive with the throw, and he had a nice. That was a great drive.
Pat, I noticed your team when you ran out on the field, you guys had a Virginia flag running out. Whose decision was that? Can you take us behind it, and what it meant to see your group supporting another program like that?
Yeah, I mean, we all got shirts for it as well. We got shirts, remembering those 3 young men that didn't deserve what they got last Sunday, and it's a shame, but we stick with our brothers down there in Charlottesville, and I couldn't tell you whose idea was the flag. Let's say it's Heather's. It was Heather's idea.
I'll tell you, it was Amy Anderson's idea, and Patty Urigang made the flag in one day.
Okay, made the flag, so there you go. The rest of the story, but Marquez took it out, and again, just again, I can't imagine what they're going through down there, and so prayers continue to go out, because it's not easy and it's not over either.
Pat, do you think Keaton looked comfortable in the second half? I mean, there were a couple throws, obviously the 2 interceptions, but do you think he was all together there?
I think so. I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, when you throw 2 interceptions, it starts to get to you a little bit, and you're going home. You start to question yourself. But he had a nice scramble for a first down, which you don't see him do that very often. And he was composed and smooth on the sideline and good after the game. So I think he was fine. Just didn't make a couple throws that we need to make. And again, we got to make some catches as well. We drop some balls as well that we can't do. And there was some. He threw one over the middle. I think. Middle of the 4th quarter. That I think Bob Means is there. He's got to get his eyes around the ball. Should have been another completion. So, his completion percentage is not all on him. Guys got to make some more plays.
Pat, how much did not having Collage in the second half, especially late, maybe affect what you guys were able to do?
It it always affects you. I mean, that guy's he's special, and it's always going to affect you when eight's not out there. Obviously didn't affect us as much as it did down in North Carolina, but our guys stepped up on that. David Green and Devin Davison, those guys played a good game. Jordan Morgan was really, really good out there today, making a senior playing really good football.
How is Collage?
He's okay. He's happy in the locker room after the game. We'll see. Keep it posted.
Anything final? Coach, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Have a great